Good morning and happy Friday. It is your live market update for what is today? It is July 31st. I completely forgot. I am Jurgen, and guess who else we have with us? Or with me? Davina.
Good morning. It could be us, you, yourself, and
Me, myself, and
you.
I.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little De La Soul.
There you go.
Yeah.
Good morning. Happy Friday.
How
These
are you?
Fridays are coming around quick.
Happy belated anniversary, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, 25 big years.
Yes, it has flown by. Crazy. I can't believe it. It's amazing. But thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. So, you know what? We have our market update. Oh, good morning, Kathy Joe.
Good morning.
So, every week on Fridays, we're trying to get you information to help you understand what's going on in the market, keep you informed and on top of things. And we try to toss in a little bit of fun, not just with our conversation, but also letting you know a little bit of what might be happening on the weekend. So, we've got a lot going on, don't we?
We do. There actually are more listings this week that are new on the market that we've had since we started this. So it seems like
Yeah.
things are going in the right direction.
So, you know, it almost feels like we need these little segmented things. Now it's time for the new listings.
I know we don't have an intro for our new listings, do we?
I know that's still on me. I need to just pair up some time or carve out some time to put that together. When I do, it's going to be amazing.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, Jurgen, you're so modest.
I know. I'd say it myself, but I mean, you did already. So,
all right, you want to get started on our listings for
yeah,
the week?
Here we go. Here's the first one.
All right. Yeah, let's start out. So we've got our Stephen J from the Olympia office has listed this cute little rambler in Westport, 705 Rainier Street. It is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. It's 1,900 square feet. I mean, so it's actually pretty good size on basically almost 0.4 acres. So this one, it has like a ton of things to list. You can't see all the pictures, but you can get a little sneak peek in here. As far as things have been updated, it's built in 1945, but it has been updated. So it's got the new updated kitchen flooring, paint. So it's got even a finished attic area with a closet, walk-in pantry, a master bath with a jetted tub. I mean, so hey, if you want to travel out to Westport, if you're looking for even like a little vacation property, I look at this price, $269. Whoa. I mean, even make this an Airbnb or something. So anyway, get on out, take a peek. The MLS number is also here as well, or give Stephen J a call for more information.
Yeah. And our next one is from Guy. Talk about nice homes. This was built in 2016. It is over at the Villages at South Hill. Villages at South Hill over in Puyallup. It's 2678 in terms of square footage, 5,500 square foot lot. It is fantastic. It's what is going on with a lot of homes right now. Multi-generational living. This one has a master on the main, so it's 3 bedrooms, 3 baths. It is just came on the market. It has got a ton of updates, just nicely done and nearly new. Guy Duvall, fantastic listing. And
yeah, and here, condo living, you guys talk about affordable living. So this one is listed by Asa Walker out of our DuPont office. He just put on the market an East Hill condo in Kent, 23411 102nd Avenue Southeast, listed at $219,950. It's got it's a very spacious condo, 3-bedroom, 2 baths. It's in a really great area of Kent. It would actually make a great rental as well, balcony. And then, of course, with condos come HOA dues, but you know what? These dues include water, sewer, garbage, cable. Also, it's close to shopping right off of the main line, 167. So check it out. Asa Walker, give him a call. It's the Olympic Skyline Project, but East Hill Condominium.
Nice. And going from Kent back to Lacey, Ashley Diaz, you have got a beautiful home listed here. It is, this one was also a newer build back in 2016. It is over at Campus Ridge in the Meridian campus area in Lacey. It is on, do you like golfing? It is on the second hole of the Woodlands Golf Club. It's a 2-story or 3-story. Oh my goodness, check that out. It's open concept, has a 12-foot grand kitchen island on it through the living room and dining room. It's the bonus room is added upstairs. It's close to everything. It's phenomenal. You really need to check this one out.
Very nice. Very nice. All right. Well, I just listed a home yesterday in DuPont in Bell Hill. This home is absolutely gorgeous. The landscaping around the home is amazing. 1191 Bell Hill Place. Large home, 3,700 square feet. It is like surrounded by perennial gardens and pavers and walkways. It has 3 decks. It's got a hot tub. It's got a 4-car garage, like 4 cars. You can fit 4 cars in the garage. So it's absolutely amazing. 2 fireplaces, got a fireplace in the master, also a fireplace in the main. So definitely something that you, beautiful, just beautiful home. There's too much stuff to talk about. And of course it's my listing, so I could just keep going on and on and on, but I will stop now. Call me. You know what? Call me. I'll get you an appointment to go in and take a look at it. But it's on a greenbelt lot, and it's almost 0.4 acre lot. So it's great. Beautiful.
Very nice. And Team LNS, Lindsay and Shannon, they've got this this beautiful home that just came on the market. It's at 4309 Fremont Street Northeast, Lacey. Sometimes I'm forgetting to give the addresses because I get so excited about the homes themselves. This is fantastic. It's over in Hawks Prairie. It has gorgeous hardwood floors. It's got a huge kitchen. It has an open floor plan, totally flexible for you. It has heat pump. It has a junior master inside of it with the ensuite, the attached ensuite bath. It has a fire pit in the back. It's a private backyard. This is over. Guess how big it is? When we talked about multi-generational living or people growing in families, 3,118 square foot. That's fantastic. Mm-hmm. Nice job.
Very nice. We've got the homes are they're just getting bigger, aren't they? So we've got one open house that we would like to, and you know what, Lindsay and Shannon are holding that open too. Did we do that? Yep. They're holding that listing open today, 4 to 6. I guess we could call it a twilight open, but it's really going to be quite twilight, 4 to 6 p.m. because the lights are up, the sun is up high. But 4 to 6 this evening, go check out that listing that Jurgen was just talking about on Fremont Street. And then we have another open house also coming up this weekend. That is with Pat DeWeese listing at 1216 Fitzhugh Drive. It's that 5-bedroom, 2,600 square feet, 2-story in Madrona Park. We talked about it just, it's been on the market just 9 days. So it's still a new listing and it's beautiful. So it's got 5 bedrooms, 3 baths, a bedroom or office on the main and a bonus and oh my gosh, outside living space. I mean, it would be great. This is in Thurston County. You can do open houses are legal. So if you want to get out and walk through this home, this weekend is the time, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. on Sunday. So go check it out and say hi to Pat.
Awesome. And I'm just going to go back to that. So you again see the Fremont Street 4309. Lindsay and Shannon will be there tonight, 4 to 6. Again, like you just said, Davina, it's amazing in Thurston County. We can still have some open houses. So you should definitely get out there and check it out. And then the last one to talk about is just the Mill Pond. From Mill Pond, it's a brand new community. It's fantastic. There's a reason when you look at the quality and you just see the way these things are coming up, why it's being called Olympia's finest community. It has there are 2 townhomes still available. There's a single level or 2 that are there for easy living, and then also everything up to about 3,000 square foot. You've got a huge amount of selection. There are lots that are available to build to your heart's desire.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it yet, go check it out. It's at the 2400 block of Lily Road, just over by St. Pete's.
Yeah. Beautiful community. Beautiful community. I guess, with all of the things, open houses and listings that are coming on the market, there was I don't want to say an ad. There was an article that KCM Blog did about what's going on in our marketplace. Did you want to pop that up and talk about that just a little bit? Wow. Look at this. Look at just historically, we're talking about interest rates. Wow.
Mm-hmm. No, it's cool to see. I mean, we talk about what's going on in the market, but it's nice to get context. It's one thing to hear, hey, rates are below 3% now for, geez, I mean, that is historically low. And we hear that tossed around a lot, but what does that actually mean? So if you start at the top and work your way from the right side, you can see, back in the 1970s, the average rate during that time was 8.86%.
Mm-hmm.
In the 80s, 12.7%. And you ask around people who were purchasing homes during that time, there were a lot of them that were going up 18, nearly 20%. And guess what? People were still buying homes.
Right. Even in the 90s, and I had just shared this with you when we purchased our first home, it was like it was like early 2000s. So like late 90s, I think it was right 2000, 2001. We had an 8.5% interest rate, and our loan officer was like, woohoo, this is great. And we were like, woohoo, first time home buyers, amazing. We're getting into these low rates, 8.5%. I mean, oh my gosh, someone will look cross-eyed at you today at 8.5%. And rates have continued to drop since then consistently, consistently. So yeah, definitely now down under 3% on the average interest rates today across the board. And they're forecasted to stay low. So great opportunity for our home buyers out there.
Absolutely. And then, over on the lower left side, what you're seeing is 2020 forecasted. So the year is not done yet, but based on the trends that are currently going on, Fannie Mae, the Mortgage Brokers Association, and NAR, you can see their forecast for through the end of the year here is to continue to see appreciation in both existing and new home sales, which is fantastic. And then over to the right-hand side, you see the home sales in millions. That's more of continue to forecast. So this is Freddie Mac, Fannie Mae, Mortgage Brokers Association, and the NAR. So 4 of the leading voices in real estate, what they anticipate, not only through the end of this year, but into next year. So when you look at the light blue compared to the dark blue, you're seeing forecasting what they believe is going to happen through the end of 2020 comparative to what they believe is going to happen in 2021. Everybody is seeing positive trend lines going into 2021. Yeah. That's good.
Yeah, definitely. And, also when we're looking at national numbers, because if you're looking at those national numbers, the median sales prices might seem a little bit on the lower side of what from our area, but you have to understand that's nationally. So yeah. They are up. So it's a good trend. It's not like things are going down. So just wanted to make a comment on that. But that brings us then into kind of our local area about what's going on within our as a whole. We looked at the nation. Now we're looking at the MLS, which is the Northwest that serves the Northwest counties that serve into the Northwest MLS. So it looks like just in this last week we had an increase over last year. We keep talking about that, right? There is some increase over last year of new listings. Just in the last week. So we want to kind of go over that real quick. So new listings, we had a 2,274 new listings last week, which is almost a 10% increase over last year, the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then pending, oh, wow. Look at that. 30%. Is that right, Jurgen?
Yeah. I did the numbers myself.
Yeah. So literally, new pending listings last week, 2,300, over a 30% increase over last year. And there's some notes in there. You want to read that?
Yeah, over the past few weeks, and this is kind of the context of what we're looking at. Over the past few weeks, there have begun to be more pendings than new listings, and you can kind of feel it because we're seeing, even though there are those new listings coming on, we have more pendings going under contract than new listings coming up, and that's only impacting what we're already feeling with the lack of inventory and the huge buyer demand right now.
Absolutely. And then like the sold numbers, they've come like really close to last year's marks. We're getting closer. Still down on closed, but again, we are definitely seeing a change in our market, and there's some positive insights that are going. So the median sold price, though, last year overall in the MLS was 449,000. 13.4% increase over last year. Huh. I need to get, I need to put my house on the market. No, I don't have anywhere yeah, never mind. But I mean, like, people are strategically selling their homes right now.
Absolutely.
Wow.
And so much of that one came in, like when we looked at the numbers, because MLS, once it went into the COVID, the quarantine, the stay-at-home happened, a lot of numbers started being really tracked closely, and these week-over-week numbers really started being tracked closely during that time. When it first occurred with the stay-home orders, the appreciation was almost nothing year over year because the market just kind of slowed down. It didn't slow down for everybody, but the overall market had a bit of a hesitation during that time. So we didn't see appreciation year over year yet. But as soon as we hit kind of the release, or as people really started to get back into the market about mid-June, we started that see that appreciation bump up, and it stayed at that level since that time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And we've seen appreciation even, we look at year over year, but even since the beginning of year, since January, we've seen very similar appreciation numbers. So yeah. This whole time. And you know what? One thing I will mention, because someone had mentioned to me yesterday, it's like, it really does feel like we're in a bubble. You know what's really interesting, or that is not bubble-ish, is appraisals. They are coming in low still. So things are being still regulated in regards to our appraisals. They're looking at market value. So it's not the Wild West here where things are just, where if it goes, if it goes under contract, you can list it high, and we still have to use realistic numbers with our market value. The appraisers are really it's the appraisers that are really keeping things where, it's not, selling your house for $100,000 next week and it's going through. So,
and a huge part of that too is when it was the previous crash, there was just rampant speculation. There were so many, the mortgage restrictions were so incredibly loose. Circumstances are so really different. Like right now, people who are that buyer demand that's driving the market is because people actually want to move. They're not trying to buy investment home or flip the home, live in it for 2 years and flip it for a profit. You have a ton of first-time home buyers, move-up buyers, move-down buyers. Just it's really the market itself, and we just have that significant lack of inventory.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yes, that is true. So again, it is a great time, and we keep saying that, not trying to sound like a broken record, but it is really a great time to insert yourself into the market. And if you're selling a home and if you're buying, we're working with a lot of buyers right now. There are a lot of buyers that are out in the marketplace, and they are finding homes, and they're affordable for them. Rents have gone up increasingly and significantly. And, and income has also increased in our area. We've got job growth is happening. So everything is very relative to each other. So just keep that in mind. And also, if you're selling and you're buying in the same market area, no matter if the prices are down, if you sell for low and you buy for low, it's not any different than selling for high and buying for high. Your equity value is going to be relatively the same proportionately. So
yeah, and just one thing too, Davina, is right now more than any time. I mean, we talk about the things we do for listings for buyers, et cetera, but right now expertise matters. The ability to negotiate, and especially if you're in a buying position, to help get your offer actually accepted, all the things that go into writing the right offer, understanding all the terms of negotiation, not just price, but the rest of the negotiation. And even as the seller, being able to not only with the marketing to get all of the offers, but understanding what is the best offer and negotiating terms once you start to get there. Expertise in this market really matters.
Yeah. Amen. Amen to that.
Yes.
All right.
And awesome time to be in real estate. Absolutely, Pat. And what we always love is the fact that what we get to do is we get to help people out. I mean, we really get to help people achieve their goals and their dreams. And that's phenomenal.
Mm-hmm. It really is. It feels good. And that really is that is like for us, we do so much, but our real estate agents, hey, and our motto too on the John L. Scott platform is to his living life as a contribution. And that totally really feeds into that, as well as, keeping our people educated so they can make a decision.
Yeah. So, education, we're going to start with the A's and the B's and
yeah.
Play it.
Right.
And good morning, Steve, too.
Yeah.
And
So-
Davina, you want to do, so we started at a national level with the just looking at some information from KCM blog. They do a fantastic job of curating information to help us deliver to you. And then looking at the MLS, so a broader local region. We also have Thurston and Pierce, right?
Yeah. Why don't you take on? I did the national, the MLS stuff. Why don't you take on Thurston and Pierce County?
Okay. Well, for Thurston County, this is good. It's just breaking down what are the active listings for just the last week, because as we're doing this on a weekly basis, we don't necessarily want to give you a week. We want to continue to keep you educated as we go along. So active listings for the past week, or the current number of active listings as of this morning, is 279 active listings in Thurston County. For the past week, we had 120 new listings come on the market. How many pendings? Well, we actually had 145 of those listings go under contract, which is more than actually came on, right? Just what we saw on the Northwest MLS type of numbers. That means currently we have 1.9 months worth of inventory. Anything 3 or below means we're in a seller's market. Anytime we get below 3, we're in a heated seller's market. Anything below 1, I mean, you're in a frenzy. So right now we're in a very heated seller's market in Thurston County. The number of solds, we had 109 actually sell under contract. And just for fun, we have, how, Davian, I know you already know the answer to this one, but how expensive, or should I say expensive? What kind of value do you think is the highest list price for all of Thurston County? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, here's the answer. The highest list price in all of Thurston County, $5.95 million. It's a compound outside of Tenine. I'll show you a little picture of the exterior on 86 acres, a little over 8,400 square foot of living space. Wow, it's cool. That looks so future. It looks like from a sci-fi movie, doesn't it?
It looks like a spaceship. Like, the beam is coming down and totally looks like a spaceship to me.
It's cool. So that is Thurston County. And then giving you a quick Pierce County wrap up. For the number of active listings as of this morning, there are 1,049 active listings in all of Pierce County. New listings for last week, there were 389 new listings that came on last week. Pendings, there were 424 that went under contract last week. Again, continuing the trend. What that means is for that months of inventory that we're talking about, is 2.4 months of inventory, which means we're definitely in a seller's market. And then on new solds, there were 285 homes that actually closed last week. Typically, those closed are going to lag on the pendings just a little bit because once they go on a contract. So I would anticipate over the next couple of weeks, we're going to see those sold numbers continue to rise. And then for the highest list price in all of Pierce County, how much do you guys think it is? Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. That was your chance to answer. It is $5.98 million. It's over in Gig Harbor off of Key Peninsula, 33 private secluded acres. It's got 500 foot of private beach, and it has 7,391 square footage of living space. Wow. And the pictures are so incredibly gorgeous.
Wow. All right. Y'all don't all rush at once. I'm just saying.
Just check. I mean, do you have the down payment real quick? And
yeah. Wow. That's beautiful. Absolutely. And those are dream homes. So like our COVID season is really changed when you talk about, we talked about sports and, it's heartbreaking that we can't like go to big events and enjoy the nostalgia of, all of the things surrounding, baseball and popcorn and, peanuts and, garlic fries.
Dear Jack.
Yeah. But things are happening.
Yeah. And Davina, at the end here, we normally like to give a little bit because we're entering the weekend. It's a beautiful sunny day. And we like to give a little bit of, hey, if you're wanting to get out, give you a few things to do. Just with the governor's newest proclamation, kind of pulling some things back a little bit more. Those live events or some of the things to do aren't the same. So we're just going to try to highlight a few different things over here. So, but sports, like you were saying, sports are in the air again, right?
They definitely are. So like starting off, I'm not the sportscaster, but here we go. Like the 3-4 Mariners start a 4-game home series tonight against the first place Oakland A's in the revamped shortened MLB season. How did I?
That means America's favorite pastime is back in action. Excellent job. Also started this week on Thursday. The NBA began again with the top 22 teams. So when 4.5 months ago, the NBA season shut down, they're reopening it back up with the top 22 teams. They're playing in the Orlando bubble. So everybody is being quarantined in here, and it's at the ESPN Wide World of Sports Complex at the Walt Disney World Resort. So that's kind of interesting, cool, how they're approaching getting back in action.
Right. And then, of course, in women's basketball, so the Seattle Storm are taking on the LA Sparks tomorrow. Oh, that'll be a good game. And that's going to be tomorrow evening in their climb for another WNBA title.
Nicely done. And then NHL. So we've got NHL news here locally, but the NHL has qualifying games playing this weekend. So the NHL is back in action. And we actually had the announcement this past week or from the last week of the newest NHL team is going to be the Seattle Kraken. And they're going to begin their play next season in the Seattle Pacific Division. And then the little nugget of just gold in here is there is a little championship pedigree in Seattle professional hockey history. Back in 1917, the Seattle Metropolitans were the first U.S.-based team to win the Stanley Cup. More than 100 years ago.
little trivia there, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, what's cracking?
Crack-a-lackin'.
Right. Oh, gosh. Well, unfortunately, the Seattle Sounders in Major League Soccer just lost their round of a 16 match this past Monday to the LA Football Club, and they are out of the tournament. So,
yeah, it was a good run.
Yeah,
and then of course, I'm super excited that the Seattle Seahawks training camp started up again this week at the VMAC, and we'll actually get our first chance to see in action the newest Seahawk All-Pro safety, Jamal Adams. They gave up a lot to get him. So, oh man, I am truly praying that football goes this year.
Yeah.
Plays this year, not goes. Plays.
Oh gosh. So then there's also like other sports like PGA golf, where they're whispering and he's getting up to the hole. And, I mean, like really, I sleep golf. Yeah. There's golf, there's NASCAR, and then there's the MMA. I have a hard time watching it, but then I have a hard time not watching it. Like people beating each other up, and it's like, oh.
It's incredible. The physicality
Yes.
is you're right. It's like a car wreck. You can't not watch.
Yeah. But yeah, there's a lot of sports action that's going on. So the JLS Forum class starts in 8 minutes. Thanks, Steve.
8 minutes. 8 minutes.
Steve, you're on.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. And then
the sports world starts to turn again.
Yes. So like for this weekend, there's some things that you can do. Of course, with the governor's order, there were some movie theaters that had actually been, at least one in particular, the Yelm Cinema, that we know of here locally had been open. And since this newest governor order that reduced the size, they just decided, you know what, we're just going to go ahead and temporarily close during this season. But so Yelm Cinemas has started back with their popcorn, candy, and soda drive-through, and that's going to be tomorrow. And they're going to do that every Saturday from 1 to 7 on Saturdays. So drive-through popcorn and soda and candy. So get on out there and it'll be fun to just at least have some movie popcorn and wow.
Yes. What I need is popcorn, soda, and candy.
I know.
And you know what? Even though they're not open any longer as theaters, we've talked about it a couple times. So we went out and got the information for you. There are actually 5 drive-in theaters open across the state of Washington. So the closest one to where we are is the Skyline Drive-In over in Shelton. And that this weekend is playing 2 classics, The Karate Kid and Men in Black back to back. Wow, that sounds like it was Men in Black 2 back to back.
Men in Black back to back. Men in Black back to back. Yes,
yeah. And then the second closest is over in Bremerton. It's the Rodeo Triple Drive-In. So it's got 3 screens. One screen is playing Ferris Bueller's Day Off and Summerland. The second one is playing How to Train Your Dragon and Back to the Future 3. And the third one is a horror double play, She Dies Tomorrow and The Rental. Oh. Wow. And then the last ones, you'd have to go away. So the next one is over in Port Townsend, excuse me. It's the Wheel and Motor Drive-In. It's playing the Lego Movie and Goonies. The fourth one is in Oak Harbor. It's the Blue Fox Drive-In playing the Karate Kid and Men in Black. Sounds familiar. And then the last one, if you're in Eastern Washington, this is in Colville. It's the AutoView Drive-In, and they're playing the original, the best Ghostbusters along with Gremlins. So 2 really fun movies. Oh, and that's your drive-ins.
I don't even remember the last time I was in a drive-in. I think I was a teenager. Yeah, I was a teen.
I think we took the family, I think it was last year. If not, it was the year before, which means it's been way too long, over to Skyline. And it was a lot of fun. I unfortunately just don't think about it enough. But yeah, I could definitely kick back and watch the Karate Kid and Men in Black on the big screen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those are good movies. And those are good, good, can take your family to the movies. So those are all pretty cool. So, wow. So the weather this weekend is actually going to be nice. It's going to be 78 tomorrow, and Sunday it'll be 80. And We just
Beautiful.
got a nice stream of weather. Monday is going to dip down to 75.
That means I can step outside again.
But yes, high 70s, low 80s for the rest of the week next week too. So
You know what? I did actually go, since I'm just starting to run again, I actually went out, I think it was on Wednesday. I'm going to go again today. And I did this about probably 4 in the afternoon. So I think that it was just a shade under 90 when I went running. Whew.
Yeah, that's tough.
I think I trimmed up just a little bit. I sweat.
Yeah, that's pretty tough. But you know what I'm really excited about? This is really silly. So Jared just brought this into me. I've been looking for it everywhere, have not been able to find it, and he left and just came back and brought this. Clorox wipes. Oh my gosh.
It feels so weird that we would celebrate that.
Right. I just want some Clorox wipes. I don't know where he found them, but he brought a few of them for me home. Thanks, babe.
That's love.
Right.
All right.
Oh, gosh. Anyway. All right. Well, I guess it is time for us to wrap up today.
Yeah.
And Monday we have a guest on. So join us for Talent Talk on Monday at 8:15. We are going to have a guest from the insurance industry joining us. So it'll be great having some time to answer some questions and see how things are going just within this COVID season as well.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people don't know very much about. It's a part if you purchase a house or you're in real estate. That home insurance is a part of what's required to purchase a home, sell a home, when you own a home. But do you really understand what it covers or what it is truly there to help protect for you?
Yeah.
So this should be. He is fantastic. Love talking to him. So you guys are gonna have a lot of fun.
It'll be good. So. All right. So we are going to see you guys back Monday. You have a wonderful weekend, and Bergen is going to get his run on, this weekend as well, and make it out to movies, do something fun with your friends, or even if you just want to have some you time. There's plenty to do if you just get creative. So, all right, guys. We're down. You want to count down on the 3, Bergen?
Sure. Here we go. So on 3, one big be bold along with me. If you are ready, we're going to say 1, 2, 3. Be bold.
Be bold.
Bye.
Have a great weekend.